Today I'm going to talk about something that is super important in Islam, the night journey, or Al-Isra Wal-Miraj. You've probably heard about it, right? It's the time when Prophet Muhammad went on a miraculous journey from Mecca to Jerusalem and then ascended to the heavens. But did you know there are some amazing details about this journey that many of us don't know? Well, today, I'm going to share with you 5 things you probably didn't know about this incredible event. You might have heard bits and pieces of the story, but these are the things that will surprise you. Before we start, please like the video and subscribe to my channel to be a part of the growing Muslim community. Number 1. Time travel, a journey beyond time. Let's start with something really fascinating: time travel. You know how people today are obsessed with the idea of traveling through time, right? Whether it's movies, books, or even some scientific theories, we're constantly thinking about what it would be like to go back in time or leap into the future. But here's the thing: the concept of time travel is not something that humanity just thought about recently. The Prophet Muhammad experienced something far beyond the limits of time, centuries before we ever dreamed of such ideas. In the modern world, time travel is often imagined as stepping into a machine and jumping to another time. But when the Prophet experienced the night journey, he wasn't stepping into a machine. He was transported in an instant from Mecca to Jerusalem, and then from there, he ascended to the heavens. Now think about it. This journey happened in a single night, and the Prophet went to places far beyond our imagination: Jerusalem, the heavens, and even beyond the farthest reaches of existence. What's amazing is that this journey wasn't just physical. It was a spiritual and metaphysical journey. In the time of the Prophet, there was no such thing as time travel in human understanding. The idea of someone traveling in the blink of an eye would have seemed impossible. But here, we see the concept of time being irrelevant to Allah's will. Allah has power over time, and He is not bound by the limitations of the universe. The Prophet experienced this firsthand, and the world's concept of time was shattered. This journey teaches us that when it comes to Allah's power, time itself becomes a tool that He controls. Al-Isra Wal-Miraj is a clear demonstration that the laws of the universe are not fixed in the way we think. So, while today we are fascinated by time travel stories, the Prophet experienced something far beyond what we can imagine, way before time travel was even a thought. Number 2. Sidrat al-Muntaha, the Lote tree of the ultimate limit. Next, let's talk about one of the most incredible aspects of the night journey, the Sidrat al-Muntaha tree. This tree stands as a symbol of ultimate knowledge and divine limit. When the Prophet ascended through the 7 heavens, he reached a place where no human had ever gone before. This was the spot where the Sidrat al-Muntaha stood. But what exactly is this tree, and why is it so significant? The Sidrat al-Muntaha is described as a magnificent tree, with its leaves as large as the ears of elephants, and its fruits as big as jars. It's located at the end of the 7th heaven, and it marks the boundary where the creation of Allah ends, beyond which no one can go. The name Muntaha means the utmost limit, and it represents the furthest point any creation, even angels, can reach. This tree is where the physical world and the divine world meet. When the Prophet reached this tree, he was in the presence of Allah. It was a moment of incredible significance because it represented the closeness between the Creator and His Prophet. No one before had reached this level of nearness to Allah, and it was here that the Prophet received his most intimate conversations with Allah, including the command for the 5 daily prayers. But beyond its physical description, the Sidrat al-Muntaha also represents limitlessness, that there is always something beyond what we know, something more profound, and something closer to Allah. It's a reminder that in this life, no matter how far we think we've come or how much knowledge we think we have, there's always more to learn and a deeper connection to build with Allah. Number 3. The Prophet was given a glimpse of paradise and hell. One of the most profound aspects of this journey was the vision of paradise and hell that the Prophet experienced. During the ascension, he was shown the beauty of paradise, with its rivers of milk, honey, and wine, without the intoxicating effect, and gardens full of peace and joy. It was a place where the righteous would enjoy eternal bliss, but it wasn't just about the physical beauty. Paradise was a place of ultimate closeness to Allah. In contrast, the Prophet was also shown the punishments of hell. The Prophet witnessed the torment that awaits those who disbelieve, those who commit grave sins, and those who are ungrateful to Allah. He saw the inhabitants of hell, such as those who spread lies, hurt others, and oppress the weak. This part of the journey wasn't just for the Prophet to see. It was a powerful reminder for all of us about the consequences of our actions. It was a wake-up call to always be conscious of Allah's commands and to stay on the path of righteousness. When you think about it, this was a reality check long before we had movies or virtual reality technology that could simulate such things. The Prophet was shown the unseen, something that only Allah can reveal. The experience was a deep, spiritual revelation that would help guide the Muslims in the years to come. Number 4. The Prophet's ascension was a reward for his struggles. Before we dive into the final point, it's important to understand that this incredible journey was a reward for the Prophet. Just before this journey, the Prophet had gone through some of the hardest trials in his life, losing his beloved wife Khadijah and his uncle Abu Talib, who was his protector. People were mocking him, throwing stones at him, and refusing to accept his message. In that moment of hardship, Allah gave the Prophet this divine gift, the night journey. It was a reminder that Allah's plan is always greater, and even when things seem tough, there's always something bigger waiting. It's like a reminder to us that even in our darkest moments, Allah's mercy and rewards are closer than we think. So this journey wasn't just a miraculous event, it was also a moment of spiritual healing and comfort for the Prophet. It showed him that Allah was with him every step of the way, and no matter how difficult things got, he had a higher purpose. Number 5. The legacy of the night journey. Finally, the night journey holds an everlasting legacy for us. It wasn't just a miraculous event for the Prophet, it was a lesson for all of humanity. The 5 daily prayers that were established during this journey became one of the core pillars of Islam. They connect us directly with Allah, remind us of His greatness, and serve as a constant reminder to live righteously. The night journey also teaches us about patience, perseverance, and the unseen world. We might not be able to see or experience what the Prophet saw, but we believe in it because we trust in Allah's power and wisdom. This event reminds us that Allah is above all time, beyond all limits, and in control of everything. To wrap it up, the night journey, Al-Isra Wal-Miraj, isn't just a story from the past. It's a powerful lesson that continues to guide us today. From the concept of time travel and the Sidrat al-Muntaha tree, to the visions of paradise and hell, and the reward the Prophet received for his patience, this journey holds timeless wisdom. It reminds us that there's always something more, always something deeper, and Allah's mercy and power are beyond what we can imagine. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video gave you some new insights into the night journey. Don't forget to share it with others so they can learn too. See you in the next video.